Alright, this is a tutorial on how to install RLCraft Dregora for the server coming up, because Paulie wanted one. So just go to www.curseforge.com, then you just hit get Curseforge app, bring it here, download, and then just save it to wherever, open that up. Alright, choose your language, accept the terms and services, blah blah blah. Want to do its little thingy thing. Alright, here we are. I'm not sure since I've already had this. It's not okay, so it's not making me connect my Minecraft account since I've already had this downloaded before, but you'll have to actually like go ahead and install, connect your, like sign in with your Minecraft account. Once you're at this page here, you just go browse, you just search RLCraft, and it's this one right here, RLCraft Dregora. Hit install, and then that's going to do all the work for you. While I'm doing that, I'll also show you how to make it look a little bit nicer. So personally, like you can use whatever texture pack you want. Personally, I use Chroma Hills, which is pretty ugly by itself, but it's good if you use the shaders as well. So I recommend using shaders if you're going to do Chroma Hills. But you just hit over to the version's 1.12, so you want to grab the 1.12 for whatever texture pack you're doing, and then download that. And I'll link this website and whatever. Then this is the shaders website. So once you're on the shaders website, you just go to the bottom here, and you're just gonna grab whichever. So this is like, what's it called? These will have like different amounts of, they'll tax your PC different amounts. You got your light ones, so your like super extreme ones. I personally recommend getting something like medium or light because this is a pretty intense mod pack. I'm just gonna get light. It's gonna give you this little like sketchy pop-up thing, but since I got ad block, we're all good. But you just wait, skip it, and then here we are. Download the file, and then downloading. There it is. All right, round two. Let me make sure you guys actually see it this time. Okay, so now I fucked up twice. I fucked up once, and then I fucked up the second time while trying to make a video about how I fucked up the first time, but I wasn't actually showing my screen at all, so nothing that I was showing actually happened. But basically, so let's just go back a little bit here. This is a website. Go here. I'll put the link. It's this texture pack called Lycanite 3 books. It might. Okay, I don't know why I just downloaded that. Don't worry about it. Hit this. Then go to files here and download and hit this one right here, the 1.12.2, and hit download right here. What I did was I just went here and downloaded the default one, but it's for like a version that's not. This is 1.12.2, but it was for a different version, so it wasn't compatible. So I fucked that up, and then I fucked up making a video about how I fucked it up, and now I made the right one. So I'm gonna just throw this in the original video. It's gonna be really good. This is still just finishing installing, so we'll wait for that to install, and then we'll go ahead and drop these files in. Take a little look-see at what we got going on. Alright, done downloading. So you just want to, I guess I should maybe narrate what I did a little bit. Just want to click it, grab the three dots, open folder. That'll give you your little folder of everything. Go to your downloads or wherever your stuff gets saved to. So for the two texture packs or resource packs, you want to throw them in this resource packs folder. So Lycanite Redux, Chroma Hills. Then the shader, there's a shader packs folder. You want to throw that in. So there we go. And now you can just hit play once you've done that. And you don't have to do that while you're, you can do that at any time. Like you can have the game launched and do that, and it'll still register. So you don't have to like exit out of the game to do that. Then once you do that, you just go ahead and launch. No. This is it's going to give you the screen when you first launch it. You do want to do this, so just make sure that's checked. If you want to use shaders, make sure that's checked. And even if you don't, it doesn't really matter, so I'll just have it checked anyways. And that's just going to download the groundwork for the shaders, basically, so you don't have to. But now, it's going to launch up this little box. Oh, that's another thing I should show, actually. So when you first download Curseforge, go to Settings, Minecraft, Game-Specific Minecraft, and switch your RAM down here, allocated memory, to around 8,000. That's what's recommended for the mod pack. Allegedly, if you set it higher, it'll lag, and if you set it 6 to 8, it says. If you set it lower than that, it'll lag. If you set it higher than that, you'll lag. I personally think you should go to the higher end of that, like 8, right on 1,192, because I think it's a pretty resource-intensive mod pack. So, you know, gotta make sure you got a lot of power behind it. All right. So now once it's all loaded in and stuff, you'll go to options, resource packs, grab your 2 ones that need for a newer version of Minecraft. Shit, I downloaded the wrong one. Hold on.
Minecraft meal.
Alright, I'm back. Okay, so that should have fixed the stuff. That should make it so that works. The resource pack for those mobs. Where is the whole putting this full screen? I should just be able to do that with, like, what, F? Nope. Yeah, there we go. Alright. Oh yeah, and you guys can see it. There we go. Alright. Now I'm just gonna hop in a little world here. Show off a little bit of the differences between, like, Dregora RLCraft versus not regular Minecraft, which there's quite a bit, and they're especially apparent right at the start. It's very difficult to get a good start going on this if you don't know what you're doing. So I'm gonna just go through basically the strategy. But right off the bat, there's 2 different strategies you can go for. You're either gonna want to look for gravel or look for a crafting table. So a crafting table is like looking for any like structures like houses or villages or anything like that, but a lot of structures are evil and will kill you. So it's not like the greatest strategy, and I find that in this mod pack, villages are a little bit hard to find sometimes. They can be. So I kind of prefer the other method. It's more consistent of finding gravel. Hopefully we got a decent spawn here. Alright, it actually seems alright. Seems very workable. Alright, so a couple of the main differences right now is you have a thirst bar, which is represent. Okay, we got gravel right here. That's what gravel looks like with the mod pack, or the texture pack. So it's a lot of differences right off the bat, actually. So did I just start drowning already? That was fast. Getting a little bit overwhelmed trying to think of them all. First things first, you do have that. You have thirst, and to drink, you just go up to a pool of water and shift right click it. You'd be crouching, right click it, and you'll drink. I'm gonna try to find somewhere like a little bit safe and flat and well lit to do this real quick. Alright, hopefully I can make this jump. There we go. Not a fan of all this mud, but whatever. Alright. You also have that circle in the middle is your temperature meter. Too hot, you'll get hyperthermia. Too cold, you get hypothermia. There's some things you can do to regulate that, but at the start of the game, really, you just gonna want to try to find a bit of a temperate biome. I don't know about this biome. I've never really been in the jungle before for an extended period of time, because I usually die in the jungle. But it is what it is. The other thing that's different about this, you won't pick up items automatically. You can either right click them or shift, and everything around you will pick up if you press shift. So this can be nice if you like just want to throw out a bunch of junk, you don't want it to come back in your inventory. I like that as a feature. So the reason we've been doing this gravel stuff is to find some flint. 1 should be fine. I think we'll just rock with 1 for now. So once you have your flint from gravel, you want to go to a hard surface like this and right click it to get flint shards. Then you want to break some leaves to get sticks. So ideally you want 2 flint shards and 2 sticks. Maybe more flint, depends on how decently our flint does this. And you want a couple sticks as well. So now you can craft a flint knife. So what you're going to do with the flint knife is you're going to go find some grass. Alright, this stuff here. There we go. And the reason we're doing this is to find this plant fiber that I just found. So once you have 3 of it, you can throw in a crafting grid like that. You get some string. Throw that, a stick, and a flint, and you get a flint hatchet. The reason that you have to do all this is because you can't punch trees in this game. There's no tree punching. You have to have an axe to chop down a tree. So then tree chopping works differently too. It's actually kind of nice. Usually the base block like this. This doesn't happen for all trees. It's like most trees, but some of them are like added by different mod packs, and they didn't integrate this like tree falling stuff. But most trees, oh, well that one didn't fall over and just made a monkey noise at me, but that works. But yeah, you're chopping the whole tree. So I want to get like a nice little tree to demonstrate this. So let's just grab this one from this direction. I'm actually about to get hypothermia and start dying, probably. That's okay. Never mind, I'm cooling off a little bit. But yeah, so when you actually have like a decent little fallen area, the tree will actually fully fall over, and then it'll pop into a bunch of wood at the bottom. And once you have this wood, there's another difference right off the bat, which is you cannot make planks in a crafting grid. You can't just like throw it in here and it makes planks. You actually have to place the wood down like so, and use a axe and right click it, and you'll get planks from it. Thing to know about this, you can't do it if you have 2 pieces of wood stacked on top of each other. You just have to do a single layer just on the ground. It's a little bit finicky, but as long as you just do this kind of idea, it's fine. And it doesn't always do it in one hit, so it's not like it's like glitching or anything. It just sometimes it takes more than 1 hit. And you can go ahead and make your crafting table, throw it down. Don't really need that yet, honestly. I mean, I could, but I just have one more thing. So first day, ideally after this stage, you'll build all your like wooden tools and stuff. You'll find some sheep, you'll get some wool, and you'll be able to craft a bed so you can sleep the first night. It's not necessarily going to happen though. You're not necessarily going to be in a biome with sheep in it, or you might just not find any sheep. So if you're having trouble, you don't find any sheep, another solution is to use this knife and go through the grass and get as much plant fiber as you can. Which I'm going to do. We're going to be quite a bit, so this is going to take a few minutes here. This is why you might want more flint. It depends on how lucky you are with this plant fiber. You might have to make another knife if it's unlucky. I don't actually know if that kind of grass can drop it. Not all grass will drop plant fiber as far as I know. So, something to consider. Come on. That's probably a bad guy. Never actually seen one of these. So, we're just gonna steer clear. Something interesting about RLCraft, if you're getting chased by something, you can actually climb trees. Which is pretty useful. I think it works like with pretty much... It doesn't work with all trees, okay, so it only works with some trees. I've seen it work with like birch trees before. I only just discovered that like the other day. It's kind of cool though. grass at? Okay, this is not giving me any plant fiber. Still got a lot of knife left though. Oh god. Oh, ow. It's not great. I don't know what just hit me. I was hoping I wouldn't die during this tutorial, so hopefully. Alright, let's see how much we got here. I think we got enough. No, we still need a little bit more. But you can use a string. The whole concept is you can use a string, 4-string a crafting grid, and make a wool, so you can make a bed without having to find sheep. I nearly have enough. Got one more plant fiber. There we go. Alright, then you can go on your crafting grid, make a bed. Now, the main thing that we're going to have to focus on when we first start the server is getting a spawn set, because one of the interesting things about RLCraft is that when you die, well, there's two things. First of all, you can't set your spawn until nighttime. You can't just right click a bed, you have to actually sleep in it, so you have to wait till nighttime to be able to set your spawn. And the other thing is, if you don't have a spawn set and you die, there's no set world spawn point. Your spawn is randomized. God, these dogs. I just know it's coming through like crazy on the recording. Oh, Jesus, everything's... It's not good. Alright, so just kind of waiting out for daytime to come. I wonder if I have cheats enabled. I don't know if this works. No. Alright, cheats are not enabled. I don't even know if that was the right command or not, but since I can't use it. But yeah, you can't. Like, I can't just slap this down and try to sleep in it. Here, let's just do it, and then I'm gonna go die. So And if I end up being wrong here, that sucks. I feel like an idiot. Alright, so let's just drown. Water is a great way to cool off if you're starting to get hyperthermia. Oh, I guess I should explain that as well. I'll do that when I respawn. Alright. So yeah, as you can see, I am not in a jungle anymore. Last thing to go over, real quick. RLCraft, you can't just hop in the world and do everything. There's a skill system now. And all types of different skills. So farming allows you to plant different plants and stuff. So I think like wheat, you have to have like farming level 2 to harvest and plant it. Carrots is like level 4, stuff like that. Defense. So your main skills are going to be defense, attack, and mining. And those allow you to use different levels of tools. So at defense level like 1, you can just use leather armor. Level 4, you can use chainmail and copper. Level 8 is iron. Level 16 is diamond. Level 24 is dragon armor. Same with attack. Same kind of levels to get better and better weapons. So you can't just find like a diamond sword at the start of the game and just use it right off the bat. You actually have to level up. So you want to get levels by killing things, like farm levels. By you can farm like or what's it called? Smelt stuff, whatever. Anyway, you get XP, and then you invest those levels into your skills. So, make sure you're always investing if you have levels, because you'll probably die, and you don't want to lose those levels when you die. So, anyways, I think that's basically everything I wanted to cover. Not nice. Anyways, server's gonna be starting probably end of this week. It's gonna be pretty fun. So hopefully, yeah, there's a lot of you guys there.